How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new full drive chapter discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is chapter 3, 4, and 5, folks. Yes, 3 chapters, all in one for today. So, yes, aren't you guys all excited for that? Yes, but let's pass all the nitty gritty, folks. And I really want to talk about these chapters more so on the fact that I'm noticing that the author is definitely trying to give the main character Dan, how do I say this, people to face off against. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at this like, wait a minute, he just can't be facing off against people and other people. Like Dan needs, how do I say this, he needs that form of accomplishment in order to actually bypass his own limitations. In all honesty, the way that the author's kind of describing Dan is more so the fact that like he's already a pro level that he's now just trying to show off his skills. That's the way I'm kind of like seeing the way that the author's trying to point. But in all honesty, will there be that shonen struggle where the main character Dan's gonna get a huge humiliation and he's gonna have to be striving for the best, or will the main character actually, how do I say this? Will he actually lose in any case? More so lose in a case that will break his character, will break his mode of concentration where he has to go back to basics. That's the way I'm kind of seeing. But so far, not really, because technically all the people and the protagonists and the side characters that all been showing up, they don't really seem like as an antagonist towards main character Dan. It's more so the fact that they're just people that they're just playing competitively against each other, and they're not really focused on trying to eliminate or give each other a hard time. It's just like a little friendly banter against each other. That's why I kind of see it. Like I said, it's interesting because you're kind of looking at this like, are they gonna square off? Are we gonna get a little mini tournament arc? Are we actually gonna face off against an actual person? Because I mean, for Pete's sakes, Atsushi faced off against Dan, but that's because they wanted to showcase their own abilities in chapter 3. But when you look at it, it was still a friendly game against them to show off their skills. Which, by the way, that chapter was pretty amazing because it was very fast paced. I love the way they're trying to go at it, but at the same time, at the end of the day, they're still just friends. So, like I said, is there really going to be a rival? Or is there going to be an actual plot that's going to develop towards these? Because so far in these couple of chapters, there really hasn't really been a plot, so to speak. It's more so just the world building aspect that's just been growing and growing and growing so far in chapter 3, 4, and 5. Now, we did get introduced to another side character. I believe his name was Koshino, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was Koshino. Now, I'm assuming he's supposed to be like the icebreaker, because apparently every character that's been introduced so far has been like a very pro tennis player, but Koshino is more so the new guy. So he's kind of looking at it through like, oh my god, these guys are all really top pros. But with Koshino, I kind of see him as more so a little bit more entertaining, because he shows a little bit more emotion than Dan. Dan doesn't really show a lot of emotion. He's kind of just like, okay, I'm kind of bored. I'm bored with life. I guess I just gotta go to school. Go to whoop-de-doo. Now, like I said, I'm hoping Dan gets something that will actually break his character, something that will mold him into a better person. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Hopefully, Dan does not become a little bit more bland as the chapters continue on. That's what I'm kind of worried for that. That's the thing. Is because when you get bland characters, it won't make the manga interesting, and more so the case that like there won't be any progression. Not even there's like, I'm not really getting a hint of a steady progression. It's like I said, it's more so right now is world building. That's all we're getting at. World building, and we're getting introduced to a lot of characters in a sense. But that's all I'm assuming is because shonen mangas themselves, they like to do that. They like to focus on a lot of the side characters. Granted though, in chapter 5, the new recent chapter, that's what they kind of focus. The reason I'm skipping chapter 4 right now is because it was more so focused on Dan's determination that why he wants to be the best, because he wants to showcase the world his own version of how he wants to be viewed, etc., etc., etc. Good conviction, can't go wrong with that. But like I said, when I focus on to the next chapter 5, we get introduced to different types of planes, how there's different type of like how players view themselves. You know, we got the Vanguard, which is like the quick player. I believe his name was Takizawa. Then we got the power one, which is Otomo, which is basically kind of like the berserker, you could kind of say, just pure strength whatsoever. And then we got Khan, who is basically the well-rounded, suited one. Now, you're thinking that like this, like why are they introducing this? It's because they're trying to showcase that there are different types of ways to play the tabletop tennis in the competitive field. Like I said, that's very interesting, but like I'm wondering, like I said, it goes back to basics and saying that, okay, you're focusing too much on the side characters. Careful, do not derive away from Dan. Dan needs to be the main character. Dan needs to be showcased that he's gonna be the best. I'm hoping that Dan gets a little bit more progression as the chapters continue. That's just my opinion, but I can't really go too. I can't be too. How do I say this? I can't give too much critique on the manga, like I said, because it's still barely on the 5th chapter. So, it's just my opinions on how like I'm kind of viewing it so far. But at the end of the day, though, I am enjoying it because of the fact that, like I said, the other characters themselves, they're showing how they're gonna be playing against each other. Now, the only one that I really am interested in is Atsushi. I want to see some more of his backstory. You know, the way he was kind of pretty cool. I like that little Pomodoro he's got. You know, you guys got me with the Pomodoro. He's pretty cool. It's pretty legit, guys. It's pretty legit. Like I said, though, I would say that's about it for the chapters. You know, chapter 3, 4, and 5. They did focus a lot on the world building, but it's too early to say anything. But other than that, I'm enjoying it at the end of the day. If I was going to be critiquing it more, it'd probably be more negative. But like I said, it's just, you can't really, you know, you really can't say that to a fresh start. You know, they're starting from the bottom, but like I said, it's just my opinions that I do want Dan to actually progress as a character. That's all I really want to do. You know, let's hope he's got that. He's got that coming of age story. You know, let's hope to God he's got that. But like I said, that's it for today's segment, guys. Let me know down in the comments below as to what are you guys' thoughts on Dan's character. Do you think Dan's character is going to progress, or do you guys think it's going to be more slightly toned down? They're going to focus more on the side characters to showcase how Dan's going to be viewed against the world. Like I said, let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more otaku related content. And as always, guys, hope to see you guys again in the next video. But peace out, folks.